What's happening, party people? Brr. It is chilly here in Cincinnati. See, this is why I'm normally back in Albuquerque at this time. Chilling, relaxing, avoiding the cold. In Albuquerque, by 11, 12 o'clock, the sun is up. It feels warm, even though it may be cold. It may be in the mid 40s to mid 50s, but it feels warm because there's so much sun. This stuff up here in the northeast is all overcast, a little breezy. It just feels the right temperature. Too cold to be out here tinkering. I don't like to tinker if my fingers are getting cold. I'm out. I don't like my legs and ankles being cold. It's just, I should be done by now. But out here trying to get some stuff done, trying to help people that I committed to back in August. And somehow I've let some people creep into the schedule. I wasn't supposed to be adding nobody into the schedule, but it's happened. And then we got that card comes up missing yesterday. I was supposed to be finishing up the manual swap on that today. Don't even know where the car is. All the manual parts, swap parts, sitting in the garage, waiting for the car to resurface. Hopefully it'll resurface today, no later than tomorrow, and I can get that thing done and move on. Anyway, I'm here in Cincinnati. Don't really know how long I'll be here. I'll try to finish up my rescheduling plans today, get that posted tomorrow, let people know that I've already committed to help when they could possibly expect me. Supposed to be home by the 5th of December. That don't look like it's going to happen. I'm going to have to reschedule my medical appointment for getting this shoulder checked out and dealt with. I think I tore a rotator cuff in this shoulder in January, February, probably early March. But hey, got to get that dealt with, fixed up, so hopefully I'll be able to shoot a basketball again in the near future. Not that I've been shooting any, but hey, everybody wants to be able to. Right now, I can't close my sunroof shade with my right hand. I got to use my left. I can open it up with my right hand, but I can't push it closed with my right hand. So, need to figure that out, get that taken care of. On another note, we are still dealing with this virus situation in an aggressive way. Now, some people may not believe that this pandemic even exists. However, ask your medical professionals, most of them believe, because they got to deal with it every day. All because it's not at your doorstep today doesn't mean it doesn't exist. All because that your Volvo is still starting today doesn't mean that you shouldn't replace that heater core. That stuff is going to bite you sooner or later. Now, I just wanted to try to make sure that my viewers understands a little bit about how pandemics work, whether you believe this is a real one or not. When gone unchecked, no safety precautions taken, a pandemic should double every 2 weeks. So this week, you got 1,000 people. 2 weeks from now, 2,000 people affected. 2 weeks from then, 4,000. 8,000, 16,000, 32,000, 64,000. Now this could be daily numbers. Can you imagine 64,000 people a day being affected by this? Now we have 365 million people in the U.S. So I'm going to throw up this chart right here so you can see what they claim has actually already happened compared to what can happen if people don't get this stuff under control. Now, me, myself, I'm actually surprised that we've had so little infection. I had an antibody test a few weeks ago, and mine came up negative. So either the test wasn't any good, or my viewers have actually helped me not get affected with this virus. So, if you feel like crap, you're having some of these symptoms with this virus out there, don't interact with me face to face. I don't need it. And evidently, even though I suspected that I might have had it last January, it was some other bug that I had. Sorry, I'm shivering out here and this camera's shaking. So you look here on this chart. This is what today's numbers look like. How many people have possibly died from this virus? How many people they claim have been affected by this virus? And how many people have not been affected by this virus? We still got a huge chunk of the population have never been affected. However, if this thing goes unchecked and people don't do what they should do to avoid catching it, this could double every 14 days. Now they're talking about coming out with a vaccine, hoping people take it, hoping that it works, hoping that they can get it out to people before more and more people are affected by it. Because this thing has a domino snowball effect. So, if they say certain amount of people are affected, this is how many has not been affected by this virus. A big problem with this whole pandemic situation is that each state are making their own decisions on what kind of precautions they're taking. The borders are open. People are allowed to travel across these borders without any restrictions. Back in August, when I decided to go to New York, man, Governor Cuomo was acting like he had his borders locked down. I was actually concerned about going into the New York City area or New York State in general, even though I had spent time around his neighboring states. I get there, ain't nobody checking nobody. It's open season for transmitting this illness any way you like. So Tennessee has a no mask, fully open dining facility mandate, and Kentucky is trying to control theirs with masking and limited seating, stuff like that. People from Kentucky go into Tennessee every day. People from Kentucky go into Ohio every day. They can go over there, they could test negative on Wednesday. Wednesday night, go into Tennessee and catch the virus, and that thing won't pop positive for 3 or 4 days later, because that virus has to multiply within its host, within your body. And until that multiplies to a certain percentage of your infection, you won't even test positive. By then, you've already come in contact with your family members, your co-workers, and people like that you may have infected. You may not even be infectious for 2 days after you get it. So you get it, you don't even feel sick. 2 days later, you can spread that illness to others. 2 days after that, you pop positive on the test. You've already been able to spread that illness for 2 days. If one person spreads it to 4, and those 4 people spread it to 4, and those 4 people spread it to 4, in 14 days, you can multiply the infection by 4. So, if you even have an inkling that this thing is real, do take precautions. I do. Hey, I have no proof that it's not real. I take precautions. And over the last 9-10 months that I've been traveling coast to coast, I still come up with a negative antibody, which means that I've probably not contracted that illness. You know, I take precautions. Is it luck? I don't think so. I take precautions. My opinion. And from the suggestions of the professionals out there that are in the healthcare industry, they claim if everybody takes precautions, this thing could be shut down in 2 weeks or 30 days. The problem is that people won't take precautions. They're unbelievers. They're smarter than the system. They don't believe it's going on. So when they come up with these shutdown restrictions, these people say, hey, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to meet with a group of people. I had a buddy I call him Ando. You guys have probably seen him on video. I've talked about Ando in the past. Ando trying to get some business from this used car dealership. He wants to transport their cars around. He goes to this facility down in this small town. Nobody has a mask on but him. He's not going to get their business if he's wearing a mask. So he unmasked. They're patting each other on the shoulder, joking about things, having a good time. 2 days later, he starts to feel a little crummy. The next day, he gets a test. The day after that, day 4 after that meeting, he's got the virus. That day, he sneezes and loses his ability to smell and taste things. Ando said, man, that's a dangerous situation. I can't smell the food I'm cooking. I can't taste it. I don't know if it's good or bad. Other things are going on around him. He don't know if his house is on fire. They had a guy on TV yesterday eating everything he can get his hands on. He was taking those lemon juice extract bottles, squeezing them into a cup, drinking it, biting onions, opening up garlic containers, spooning out garlic, eating that stuff. He had lost his taste and smell senses, and he was showing people, hey, man, you could throw down if you do that. He's probably sick today for doing that, but yet he could do it. So, how do I feel about these shutdowns and recommendations that we limit things? Hey, I say, let's get a nationwide decision. Shut down the borders, clean it up in 2 weeks to 30 days and be done with it. But no. People, they want to fight the stream. Now, I remember somebody promising us that this pandemic stuff was going to be over with on November 5th. I was looking forward to it. I quit getting masks. I was so excited. This is November 17th. Still dealing with this stuff in an aggressive way. It's worse now than it was last month. Now I'm actually getting a little bit concerned about travel. Like, are they going to make me test? Or are they going to stop me from crossing the state border somewhere? Probably not. But man, it's hard to get something to eat. If I have a late night tinkering on somebody's car, I can't even get nothing to eat to take back for me and Diana to eat in the hotel. The hotel service is horrible. You check in the hotel, when they give you your key, they say make yourself at home. What that means is you get to clean your own bathrooms, wash your own towels, make your own beds. They are not giving you room service once or twice a week at best. You can't even get your bed remade once every 4 days. The price hadn't gone down. The price has gone back up to pretty much normal. It's 80, 90 cents on a dollar, but they're not doing no services until you leave. Then they trying to blow that room up to get it re-sanitized for the next person, which kind of makes me feel sorry for the people that's cleaning rooms. They're already cleaning the rooms. Now they got to sanitize them too, so that I don't catch the cooties from the person that was there before. I appreciate that because I don't want nobody else's cooties. But man, so instead of leaving a $5 or $10 tip, man, if I leave a mess, I feel like I got to leave a $10 or $20 tip. Anyway, my take is, hey, everybody, protect yourself, protect your neighbors, wear your mask, stay 6 feet away from people that you don't need to be close to. Don't touch nothing that you don't need to touch in the grocery stores and places like that. Just handle your business and stay safe. Maybe we can continue to keep these numbers down, because in my opinion, 40, 50, 60% of the population should have already been affected by this thing. We're still less than 10%. 36 million people is 10%. We're not even half that. So We still, in my opinion, for 11 months running, have low infection rates. But hey, they want this thing eradicated. They want it gone. Do your part. If we all started today, 30 days, we'd be done with this. We'd be having big Christmas dinners and all this stuff, but no. Everybody want to let their guard down, do their own thing, and be part of the unbelievers. And don't even get me started on this election stuff. Good Lord. So anyway, I'm in Cincinnati. I'm still planning on making my rounds. You guys keep your eye out for that V70R we got missing, and continue to wish me well, pray for me. Thank you very much. I hope to see whoever's in the schedule soon, and I hope to keep posting videos on a daily basis, even these remixes that are cleaning up old things that's already been out there. So thanks again for watching.